It's that time of the year, guys. It's that time of the year. Summer 2019 has arrived. Girls on the beach, walking by in their new bikinis, turning heads. Feet in the sand. Ocean breeze, feeling great. Cold beverages on ice. Kids are running around having a good time, burying their father in the sand. Making sand castles. Convertibles with the top down, with the Beach Boys playing, or whatever you want on the radio. Your favorite band playing on the radio. Bike rides on the boardwalk. Family vacations at Disneyland where the family's taking pictures with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, and the rest of the fucking goon squad. Carnivals, cotton candy, funnel cake. Nice, beautiful nights in the air conditioner with a nice cold glass of wine. Summer is here, folks. Summer is here. There's a lot to be excited about. How does WWE ring in the summer? Does WWE elicit that same type of excitement, that same type of enthusiasm? The athleticism of the talented men and women across Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. The storylines that we're emotionally invested in with characters that we love. Championship matches that we can't wait to sink our teeth into. And the number one summer destination in North America. Tacoma, Washington. How does WWE ring in the summer, folks? Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds. If this is WWE's way of ringing in the summer, man, I can't wait for fucking winter. Seriously. What the fuck is a stomping ground? What is a stomping ground? I don't know. I really don't get it. And neither does WWE. WrestleVotes was tweeting this past week, and they revealed that they were texting a source that they have in the WWE, where the source says that WWE thinks Stomping Grounds is a weak card, and it's lackluster at best. Folks, I don't know who goes about doing anything business-related in a lackluster fashion. If you strive to be lackluster, you should be out of business. You deserve to have all the negative coming your way. Who wants to be lackluster? Who strives and wakes up every morning to be lackluster? Oh, man, it's a brand new day. Oh, I got all the talent in the world, but I'm going to be lackluster today. You got to surround yourself with like-minded, successful people so that their behavior rubs off on you. If you surround yourself with lackluster fucking people, then you yourself are going to be just like them. Do I ever come on here and be lackluster? Do I ever come on here and not strive for perfection? People that know me personally know that I am OCD perfectionist. If things are slightly off, then I do it all over, try to make it better. I want to surround myself with people that are going to take me to the next level. I don't understand why WWE doesn't elicit this type of fucking behavior to their own staff, to their own talent. Everybody's fucking complacent in that company. I don't work there. I don't need to. I see it. I hear it. I read it. They're complacent. You're taking the paycheck, and that's all you give a shit about. Meanwhile, you're hating a job, and all you're caring about is how you're being compensated. I don't understand that. If WWE actually went about doing things the right way, then their talent would actually be better off for it. Their executives, their crew would be better off for it. Who dreads coming to work every day? I know this talent on this show is dreading working this show. I don't need them to bullshit me. I know. And you know how I know? Because if I'm a pro wrestler and I'm seeing this seating chart, and I go out there on Sunday night, and this is what I see, then I'm not going to be all too happy to be working on Sunday night. And whose fault is that? WWE has the balls to say, oh, Stomping Grounds, we're disappointed with it. Who the fuck says you had to put on a Stomping Grounds? WWE deserves everything that's coming to them just based off this seating chart. Based off this seating chart, Kevin Dunn's going to be working overtime on Sunday night. Just so that you don't see that blue showing up on live TV. Those blue seats, by the way, indicate all the empty seats still available for purchase on Sunday night in Tacoma, Washington for fucking Stomping Grounds. Awful. A completely terrible waste of time pay-per-view, folks. I don't get it. The WWE comes off in a way in which they really don't know what the fuck they're doing. Why go through this trouble? Seriously, why go through this trouble to put on this show after all the reports of lackluster, terrible ticket sales, WWE getting desperate, so on and so forth, 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s, just to get people in the door? You're the fucking WWE. You should not be giving tickets away for anything just to fill seats so that you feel good about yourself on live television. You should want to take that and say, fuck this shit. I want to get people in the door that legitimately want to be there. I want to get people in the door that legitimately give a shit about what the fuck we're trying to tell on television. I want to get people in the fucking door that are emotionally invested in the fucking characters that I have on my program 5 hours a week. Why is WWE not going and giving me that type of behavior? I don't get it. This source that texted WrestleVotes also is comparing the Stomping Grounds event, which, by the way, they said was lackluster at best. The same feeling they're getting once back in the day with the In Your House pay-per-views. That's the feeling that they got. Stomping Grounds feels like In Your House. I think that's actually disrespectful to In Your House. Those In Your House pay-per-views actually gave you some of the best matches that this company has ever produced. 3 of them just pop off the fucking page to me immediately. Shawn Michaels versus Mankind at Mind Games. Shawn Michaels versus Diesel in his last match in WWE before he defected to WCW at In Your House, Good Friends, Better Enemies, where he pulled a prosthetic leg off Mad Dog Vachon and used it as a weapon on Shawn Michaels. I believe Undertaker and Mankind had a match at In Your House. I don't remember which one. Bret Hart versus Hakushi. And that big 8-man tag with the Hart Foundation at Canadian Stampede. Now, the overall shows might not have been the best WWE shows that they could have put on, but those shows gave you some of the best matches that this company has ever produced. Now, I don't know what's going to happen on Sunday night. Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler could put on a match of the fucking year for the WWE title. I don't know. Highly unlikely, but I don't know. But I actually think those In Your House pay-per-views were gritty. They were fun. They were unfiltered. It was WWE not showing you what they usually show you on Monday night. There was a looseness to those shows. There was a carefree attitude with those shows. They knew that they had to change, and they knew if they didn't, they were dead. That's the difference between 1995 and 1996, WWE compared to now. Vince McMahon back in the day, during that time, knew he had to change because of what was going on with competition. 2019 Vince McMahon couldn't give a shit about WWE. 2019 Vince McMahon has really conditioned his fucking clown parade in the WWE to not give a shit either. And the most important thing to Vince McMahon and his attitude that he turned on to everybody that says yes, 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 yes to everything that he does and says is money. Oh, we got the money. We got NBC Universal, we got the Saudis, and we got Fox Sports wrapped around our finger. I hope it's the other way around. I hope WWE continues to fail so Fox and NBC Universal elicit change that Vince McMahon refuses to do on his own. That's the difference between Vince McMahon in 1995 and 1996 and Vince McMahon in 2019. Vince doesn't want to change because the money has blinded him so much that he doesn't need to change. Whereas Vince knew his back was against the wall and he needed to change. He was doing things in order to pop interest. He was doing things outside the box. He was changing the overall product from what you thought in 1992-93 Big difference compared to 1995 and 1996. Even though everybody defected to WCW because that was the hot thing. I hope AEW is the same way WCW was, and they push Vince McMahon's back against the wall, because that's the only thing that's going to warrant change. Vince in 95, 96 knew. 2019 Vince doesn't care. That's the biggest difference here. I don't understand it. I don't really understand WWE's mindset about pay-per-view in general. And I know I mention this time and time and time again, and it always falls on deaf ears, but I feel like it's more prominent now to mention it, and it's more important now to talk about it, because we all feel the same way about this show. It's just another show. No show should just be another show. I don't get that. Oh, it's a nothing show. We'll build for the next show. Why is the mentality in WWE so different between NXT and Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live? Does Triple H treat takeovers like just another show? If Triple H gave you a takeover reminiscent of what we're feeling about Stomping Grounds, I honestly think Triple H would be either drugged to be doing something like that, or maybe he was just completely abducted by aliens and he was injected with whatever Vince McMahon is thinking. I don't get it. Triple H never gives you just another show. TakeOver is never just a lackluster show. Why is it so different? And don't tell me it's a niche audience. It has nothing to do with the audience. It's about what's in here. It's about how you fucking care about not only what you're giving the fucking paying customer. It's about the fucking talent that you have on these shows. Because if Triple H does what he continues to do, talent will want to be there. The only reason why talent wants to be with the WWE is because of what Triple H is doing. Talent wants out once they get in the eyesight of Vince McMahon. If Triple H gave you a takeover like Stomping Grounds, I can't even see it. I don't see it ever happening. Why is it so different? You fucking apologists out there, can you come up with a reason? There is no reason. There is no reason. It's professional wrestling. It is professional wrestling the way professional wrestling needs to be presented. There should be no excuse why you're operating NXT with a WWE logo and a WWE banner and a WWE production and budget, and it's vastly different than what we see on Monday and Tuesday night. No excuse. I don't get it. WWE's model of pay-per-view needs to change. This is a complete waste of everybody's time. Crew, fans, and talent. All collectively bunched into one big family. It's a waste of time for everybody. I don't understand why WWE has so many options at their disposal and they refuse to change. This is why I mentioned Vince back in the mid-90s compared to Vince of 2019. There's no creativity. There's no want for change. He feels like they don't need to change. Meanwhile, they do everything to show you that they do care about AEW, except make the shows better, which we'll talk about tomorrow. Whole slew of news on Vince's mentality with AEW in the last couple of weeks. WWE's pay-per-view model needs to change. This should not be happening 2 weeks after Super Showdown. The shows on Monday and Tuesday night suffer, and people are completely dead tired of the product. How could you get people to care about what you're presenting on this show when none of it really mattered to anybody anyway? And how could you get people to care about this show so soon after a major WrestleMania-esque show in Saudi Arabia? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. WWE has too many shows. Too many pay-per-views. Why are people lining up? Why was there more intrigue? Why were there more people interested in All Out compared to WrestleMania as far as ticket sales go? Why is that? Because they gave you a product that is not only needed, but wanted in pro wrestling, and they're not beating you over the head with fucking content. You see, if WWE gave the people what they wanted and gave the people an NXT-like direction, I do believe, and I've been saying this for years, people will come. People will understand. People will want. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. I mentioned this on Wednesday. Look at the Open to NXT and look at the Open compared to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Nothing was different. You had a group of guys out there cutting a promo. You had another group of guys come on out talking to the heels. And then a 6-man match was made for the main event. Nothing was different. It was typical generic WWE 101 to start a show. But why did we enjoy what we seen on Wednesday and we usually complain Monday and Tuesday when WWE refuses to change their formula? It's because NXT doesn't do it all the time. And all 6 of those guys, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly against Tyler Breeze, Velveteen Dream, and Matt Riddle, are 6 guys that we are emotionally invested in. That's the difference. The New Day, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, we're not emotionally invested in these guys. There's no reason for us to be emotionally invested in any of them. Heels look strong on NXT. The heels on WWE treated like shit. There's no reason for you to want to see them lose. There's no reason for you to pay to see them lose because they're always losing. And the baby faces really don't do anything outside of the box to make you fucking care about them anyway. They always toe that middle of the road line. Oh, he's a good guy. He looks good with the championship. Yeah, we wanted him to win at WrestleMania. There you go. There you go. I don't understand why WWE operates so differently. And like I said, back to the fucking pay-per-view talk, too many pay-per-views. WWE has any and all options available to them. You couldn't eliminate this show. You couldn't eliminate this show and give me a Saturday night's main event. Build it up as a 2-hour thing on USA. Limited commercials. You mean to tell me that type of thing is not possible 1, 2, 3 times a year? Why do you need 12 pay-per-views on top of the Saudi shows in a single calendar year? I would love for someone to explain that to me, because it doesn't make much sense. When I see the seating chart for Stomping Grounds, why is this necessary when all WWE is going to do is complain and then be forced to give away 3-for-1, 4-for-1 tickets just to get people in the door? What about presenting a product in which fans willingly pay for a single ticket and not get 3 free with the price of 1? I just don't understand it. Is it impossible for WWE to have 5, 6 major pay-per-views out of the year, and in between those shows, a Saturday night's main event to kind of offset everything else? Or bring back an In Your House. Dip into the fucking old school days of WWE. Nobody's going to come to Tacoma, Washington. Even if you live there, nobody's going to go out of their way on a work night to go watch Stomping Grounds when WWE themselves didn't put anything into it. Stomping Grounds is not really the ideal way to start your summer. What you're telling the fan base is, well, get ready for a long summer, folks. We just don't care. We're going to take the summer off. I'm going to be on the beach, and we'll give you what we give you, and if you find something that's good, good. I'll see you at SummerSlam. And even WWE doesn't. They don't at all. And it's been like this for a while. Haven't put anything into making their major pay-per-views feel special either. There's nothing about a Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds is just as Great Balls of Fire was. There's no name value behind that. Who came up with this? Whoever came up with this fucking concept and this name should be fucking fired. Whoever okayed this, Vince, is out of his mind. I don't get it. Oh, it's WCW branding. WWE doesn't want to use anything that's WC. They bought the fucking product. They bought everything from WCW. You mean to tell me you can't give me a Bash at the Beach? Bash at the Beach would be a name brand that people are like, oh shit, I gotta watch that. I want to be a part of WWE bringing back Bash at the Beach. Great American Bash. Bring it back. They had Great American Bash back in the day. There's no reason for WWE to not bring that back. Or better yet, how about a King of the Ring? Again, the mentality of WWE with WWE compared to NXT. NXT's giving you King of the Ring without actually calling it King of the Ring with their new NXT Breakout Tournament. 8 guys who are relatively unknown to everybody, who are fighting for the chance to fight for what I do believe is a shot at any championship in the company of their choosing. That's the King of the Ring. That's the King of the Ring without actually being named King of the Ring. WWE, no matter if Vince doesn't like tournaments or not, which he's out of his fucking mind. He's signing the fucking paychecks for Triple H to do a fucking tournament every year. Why not do that same concept for a pay-per-view? King of the Ring has a name value behind it, which people will come out to see. 8 men, 16 men, however many men you want in the tournament, fighting for something of value. Not only does it spotlight the championships, but it gives you a fucking main event for SummerSlam without even trying. Storyline is right there. All you have to do is book a tournament that people are invested in. And not only that, it gives the shows on weekly television meaning. Stomping Grounds has no name value, and WWE wants to say, oh, it's lackluster, it's a weak card, nobody's coming out, it's disappointing, we got to give 3 for 1, 4 for 1. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Oh, it's lackluster. Whose fault is that? WWE comparing it to In Your House. Whose fault is that? People aren't coming out. I got to give 3 for 4, 3 for 1, 4 for 1. Whose fault is that? Everything you do is your fault. Yet they refuse to see that change is needed. Stomping Grounds is not needed, folks. Stomping Grounds is not needed. The summer should be exciting. It should be fun. It should be filled with enthusiasm and all these things, all these positive things. Meanwhile, WWE television and what we're seeing on Monday and Tuesday night is forcing you to remain outside during the summer months, not watch any WWE programming, and pretty much they are sending you on a summer vacation because they refuse to change. They refuse to change. It's like WWE is a really, really, really expensive flight and hotel. Well, listen, honey, we're going to wait till the fall months, possibly the winter months when the hotel prices and the ticket prices are lower. Can't really do it right now. It's WWE. WWE is sending you on a summer vacation. They're driving you away to not watch their fucking shows. And the only time that you want to watch the show is when there's actual change. Just like those ticket prices, those hotel prices, those airline prices. It's a sad fucking time to be a WWE fan, man. This is why I don't understand why people are willingly out here on Instagram and social media, Twitter, Facebook. I want AEW to fail. AEW will fail. I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand people's logic. If AEW fails, then Vince wins. If AEW fails, then Vince will never change. If AEW succeeds, if Cody, the Bucks, Tony, Kenny, and everybody else involved give you what you want, that is the only chance we have for Vince to say, okay, let's do what we need to do. I don't get you people, man. I don't get you people. I don't get Stomping Grounds. I don't get WWE. I feel like I'm fighting a fucking battle all by myself right here on Off the Script. We're going to talk about Stomping Grounds. We're going to talk about the plans for the special guest referee. We're going to go over the preview and predictions, plus other rumors in the company right now, including Lars Sullivan possibly out for a full calendar year, Shane McMahon's push reportedly infuriating the WWE locker room, and WWE not being hands-on with the 24/7 7-Eleven Slurpee, hot dog, and a bag of Doritos title. We'll talk about all that right here on Off the Script. This is episode 279, part number 1. Don't go anywhere, man. We'll hit the intro, and I'll be right back.
Delete this man.
Alive with you. People still What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. It is episode 279. This is part number 1 for your Stomping Grounds weekend. I know. So much excitement for Stomping Grounds. We're going to be talking about the preview and predictions, the very minimal preview and predictions, because I don't even want to talk about this show. Just knowing that I have to review the show on Sunday night is giving me a fucking headache. But we'll go over the preview and predictions, plus all the news and rumors surrounding Stomping Grounds and news and rumors coming out of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live right here on the podcast. If you guys missed anything that I uploaded this week, including NXT, man, major NXT debut for one Damian Priest, aka Punishment Martinez. Fantastic episode of NXT this week. If you guys missed that, link is in the annotation along with SmackDown Live and Monday Night Raw. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to leave you guys a little poll, if I remember, post-edit. I'm going to leave you guys a little poll in that annotation in the top right corner. I would love if you guys vote. Starting next week, I want to know if you guys would like me to cover NXT UK. Now, on the first edition of NXT UK, I did a separate review for it. I wasn't sure there was enough audience for it, but if you guys want me to cover, being that the brand has clearly picked up steam, let me know what is going on as far as what you're thinking. Do you want me to cover NXT, or would you not want me to cover it at all? Or NXT UK, I should say. Do you not want me to cover NXT UK, or would you like to see a review on Thursday, is what I'm thinking. So let me know what you guys think about that. Sound off and cast your vote there in the annotation. And like I said, all the other videos that you might have missed are there as well. Make sure you guys are following me on social media at JD from NY206. That's on Twitter and Instagram, by the way. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Make sure the bell is turned on so you guys know when Off the Script and everything else that I upload on the channel during the week gets uploaded. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and if you guys want to support the podcast through Patreon, patreon.com/JD from NY206. Thank you guys so very much for all your support on the Patreon page. It's completely optional, and it's the only way to get exclusive content not available on YouTube and this very podcast early. So make sure you guys go and do that. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you guys go and check out our official sponsor, Harry's. Harrys.com/script. Now, did you guys know that the average guy will spend 3,000 hours of his lifetime shaving? I know, I couldn't believe it myself. That's a lot of time. Don't waste 4 months of your life overpaying for poor razors. I want you guys to get Harry's. It's a razor that's so sharp and will save you a ton of money during the year. Believe me. I use it every week. I love it. I love the closeness. I love the smooth glide. I love how low the prices are for all of their products. Join the 10 million who have tried Harry's and claim your special offer today by using our unique link, harrys.com/script. Two regular guys were tired of paying for overpriced razors and overpriced gimmicks, vibrating heads, flex balls, handles that look like a prop in a sci-fi movie. These were some of the gimmicks that they were tired of using. These are some of the tactics also that the leading brands have used to overcharge us for years. Harry's makes quality, durable blades at a fair price. It's just $2 per blade, guys. $2 per blade. To keep prices low, they cut out the middleman. They bought a world-class blade factory in Germany that's been making some of the best razors in the world for 99 years. They can now provide great quality at factory direct prices and a 100% quality guarantee. If you don't love your shave, let them know and they will give you a full refund. JD, this sounds great. What am I going to get during this value offer? You're going to get a handle with an easy grip. Choice of color is yours. The orange, the navy blue, or the evergreen. I got all three because why the hell not? 5-blade razor with a lubricating strip and a trimmer blade for a close, comfortable shave. Rich lathering shave gel that will leave you smelling great. And believe me, it smells great and it feels even better on your skin. And a travel blade cover to keep your razor dry, easy on the go if you're a man that needs to travel for business, or if you're just a guy that wants to spend time with your girlfriend over her house. You got a night on the town ready to go. Quick shave is all you need. That travel blade cover is going to keep your razor easy and dry on the go. Listeners of my show can redeem that trial set by going to harrys.com/script. Make sure you go to harrys.com/script to redeem your offer. Let them know that JD sent you to help support Off the Script. I am not surprised at all about this next story. I'm not. In fact, I've been waiting for something like this to be reported. And I'm glad that it's finally now just being reported. Shane McMahon's push is reportedly infuriating the WWE locker room. You don't say. Wow, what an interesting concept. Infuriating the WWE locker room. Please tell me more. Shane McMahon took a long break from WWE. I remember when he came back in Detroit, he was given the ovation and the reaction of a fucking returning hero. It's as if he fucking slayed the dragon and saved the fucking kingdom from absolute destruction. It's unreal. I remember. And now look at where we are compared to that. 2019, Shane McMahon is the #1 heel on WWE television. Why isn't Drew McIntyre the #1 heel on WWE television? I don't get it. Nobody does. There's currently a rumor going around that Shane, which we talked about last weekend, please hang me if true, Shane could be set up to take Kofi Kingston's WWE title. Now, while this is just a rumor, it seems to be a growing concern with the WWE fan base. Fightful Select and Sean Ross Sapp reports that there is a growing frustration backstage at WWE over the amount of time Shane McMahon is getting with his push. Shane McMahon isn't being personally criticized, but the situation has been described as infuriating. Now, nobody's heard of Shane being criticized personally, but the decision to heavily feature Shane McMahon in the middle of a wild card scenario that already limits screen time for others is certainly infuriating. It was also noted that Shane McMahon doesn't work WWE house shows, which is also a confusing point considering how much attention he's been given on screen. WWE isn't pushing a lot of talents who work the road, but instead Vince McMahon's son is getting a lot of the focus on television. This isn't fair. And although the word nepotism wasn't specifically used in Fightful's report, there really is no better word that could properly describe what is going on with WWE right now and this whole Shane McMahon situation. This is something that we all know is a huge no-no right now with WWE television. But it also gives you a glimpse as to what Vince McMahon thinks of the WWE as a whole. This is a glimpse into Vince McMahon's mind and what he thinks of the WWE talent. He doesn't find anybody on that roster worthy enough to push and get behind. So he gives it to his son. From one McMahon to the other. He thinks Shane McMahon is such a good heel. It's such good shit. Right? He thinks Shane McMahon is such a good heel that people are giving him the reaction of a good heel. Meanwhile, it's the reaction of, where's the fucking remote? I can't take it. That's the type of reaction. It's not a Daniel Bryan-like heel run. Whereas Daniel Bryan played a great heel. You legitimately paid to see Daniel Bryan lose. You legitimately wanted Daniel Bryan to lose. Daniel Bryan, in what he stated as far as his promo work, got underneath your skin in a good way. We appreciated the type of heel Daniel Bryan was. Daniel Bryan is also a full-time WWE performer. Shane McMahon is not. Shane McMahon is not. Shane McMahon spends more time buying fucking Nikes than he does actually as an active in-ring performer. Meanwhile, he's getting all the TV time. He's taking TV time away from legitimately everybody. As far as the wild card rule, which is completely bullshit now anyway. 4 guys, 5 guys, 10 guys, it doesn't fucking matter. Might as well just come out and say the brand split is completely over with. Because that's what WWE fails to realize. Brand split? What brand split? Raw and SmackDown? 2 separate brands? What's that? 10 guys here, 10 guys there. 1 week it'll be 3, 1 week it'll be 5, the next week it'll be 10. No logic. Nobody in that company thinks. Nobody in that company realizes that there are illogical fucking situations that happen on that show, and they just don't care. Shane McMahon being one of those huge illogical situations. You cannot continue to push Shane McMahon, and I fear that Shane McMahon is going to be pushed all through the summer, and God help me so, if Shane McMahon wins the WWE Championship, because there's only one of 2 situations here, folks. There's only one of 2 situations, and I'm going to lay it out for you. I don't want to fucking scare you into oblivion, but there's only one of 2 situations here. One of 2 situations here. Number 1, Shane McMahon is going to be on the outside in Drew McIntyre's match with Roman Reigns at Stomping Grounds on Sunday. Drew McIntyre wins. That continues Roman Reigns and his battle against Shane McMahon and the mock authority that he has going on right now. Still to this day, I don't understand why they're even feuding, what the fucking purpose of it is, what the reason is, why. There's no why. We've never been given a why as to why this feud is happening. What is the issue with Roman and Shane? He punched Vince McMahon's father. Vince McMahon's father. He punched Shane McMahon's father. Imagine that. Roman Reigns punching Vince McMahon's father. Jesus Christ, that'll drive the fucking ratings. Imagine Roman Reigns punching Shane McMahon's father for no reason. No reason. We still haven't gotten the reason for that situation on that very first Roman is the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history. Why? Why did he do it? Because he's the big dog. He can do whatever he wants. This is my show. I got to assert dominance on my show. Again, I don't know why. So, Roman more than likely will lose on Sunday night to Drew McIntyre, because what sense would it make if Drew McIntyre loses with Shane McMahon out there, and Drew McIntyre already lost to Roman Reigns in relatively quick fashion at WrestleMania? Doesn't make much sense for Drew to lose this one. He needs to remain constant as far as booking one-on-one. WWE doesn't do what's right all the time. Hardly. But I can't see Roman Reigns winning here. So what would the end result be? You're going to end this all at Extreme Rules? Guarantee you if Drew McIntyre wins, it's going to be Roman versus Drew and Shane. Because Drew, the only way he's going to win is because of outside interference from Shane. So at Extreme Rules in Philly, it's going to be Roman versus Drew and Shane. And Roman could get his hands on both at the same time with no repercussions. No rules. What kind of end game is that? What kind of conclusion is that? Oh, Roman conquered Drew and Shane. Where do they go from there? Where does Roman go from there? What do Shane and Drew McIntyre do there after that? There's really no end game there. Which sucks. And it could be a good thing or a bad thing. The bad thing could be if Shane McMahon continues this deal with Roman, it'll eventually lead him to the WWE Championship. The good, Shane McMahon's off TV, which I don't see happening. Roman will probably be moved on to something else, a little bit more interesting, but still, nobody gives a fuck about what Roman Reigns does. Where does Drew McIntyre go? Where does Shane McMahon go? More importantly, where does Drew McIntyre go? Nowhere. He's just going to be floating in the middle of nothing. So, either Roman loses on Sunday night, and we get an Extreme Rules handicap match, and it ends there, or Roman loses on Sunday, he loses at Extreme Rules, Shane, between Extreme Rules and SummerSlam, wins the WWE Championship from Kofi Kingston, which is another situation in its own right. Who does Kofi Kingston have as a viable contender, as a heel, coming out of Stomping Grounds with his match with Dolph Ziggler? There's nobody. Kevin Owens, we've seen it. Sami Zayn, he's a loser, right? Who else is there on SmackDown Live? Can't have a Raw Superstar Challenge for the WWE title when the WWE title's on SmackDown Live. Who on SmackDown Live is going to be a viable heel to challenge Kofi Kingston? Could it be Drew McIntyre? Or is Shane McMahon going to willingly give up a match to Drew McIntyre when he could simply take it for himself? This is going to end miserably, folks. Roman loses on Sunday. Roman loses at Extreme Rules. Kofi loses the WWE Championship to Shane. And Roman conquers Shane at SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam is the big pay-per-view this summer. And what better way for Vince to get his fucking dick hard and blow a big load than to have Roman Reigns win the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. He won the Universal title last year, so let's give him the WWE Championship this year. He deserves it. He went through leukemia. Give me a break. This has miserable booking written all over, folks. I see no good coming out of this. If they do prove me wrong, great. I would be thrilled to be wrong. But where does Shane go? He either goes off television. Where does that leave Drew? Roman moves on to who? Randy Orton? Who does Roman move on to? I see Randy Orton and Aleister Black being the deal. Who does Roman move on to? I don't know. You got any better suggestions? Please let me know what you guys think down below. Speaking of Stomping Grounds, let's continue the Stomping Grounds rumor mill. We'll get into the news and rumors with Stomping Grounds. We'll continue that. We'll get into the preview predictions in a little bit. Stomping Grounds. The other big storyline going into Stomping Grounds is who is Baron Corbin's special guest referee? Because WWE thinks, oh, look, we got a special guest referee that nobody knows who it is. We'll build intrigue with that. Maybe they'll generate interest to watch the show. Special guest referee, folks. Nobody's going to watch a fucking program with matches that we don't give a shit about to see who the fucking special guest referee is for Baron Corbin's Universal Championship match. It looked like Elias was going to be the special guest referee, and then obviously he was beaten to a bloody pulp. Not really a bloody pulp, but he took everybody's signature move during the United States Championship #1 contenders match. So apparently that was WWE telling us two things. One, Elias is not going to be the special guest referee. And two, Elias is a loser. Baron Corbin says he's not scrambling for another choice, and he had someone in mind already during the Sami and Kevin show after they both withdrew their names from consideration to be Baron's referee. Sami and Kevin got a different match at Stomping Grounds, and they are going against Big E and Xavier Woods of the New Day. Yippee! Yowie wowie! I can't wait. After saying that he had a lot of fantastic options because people were lined up down the hallway, Baron Corbin introduced EC3. The reaction from the LA crowd was one of which nobody cared. And Seth Rollins blindsided EC3 with a bunch of chair shots, just like he did to everybody. The B team, he blindsided Eric Young. A lot of people got Seth Rollins' vengeance with that steel chair. By the end of the show, fans still had no idea who Baron Corbin was going to pick as the special guest referee at Stomping Grounds. This is a very interesting concept, seeing how WWE has done little to drive excitement for the event, because WWE is historically undelivered on a surprise when they wait until they actually get to said surprise. Although beating up all of the proposed referees, Seth Rollins came off as a babyface. Some people were comparing him to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I laugh and scoff at those people. Really? Seth Rollins was mimicking and channeling his inner Stone Cold Steve Austin, just like Becky Lynch was channeling her inner Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Why? Because he was wielding a steel chair? You fucking crazy? Unless Seth Rollins is going to be swinging a steel chair, fucking stunning the CEO and getting him out of fucking office, getting Triple H in the chair to book these fucking shows, swigging Steve Weisers and throwing the middle finger in the air. I don't think Seth Rollins is really similar to a Stone Cold Steve Austin. Shut your mouth. Ridiculous. You want to harp on something that worked so great back in the day. It's not going to work now. Comparing Stone Cold Steve Austin to what is going on WWE television right now is a disrespect to Stone Cold. You fucking out of your mind? Now, Dave Meltzer explained WWE's booking decision on The Observer. And he pointed this out with Brian Alvarez, and I quote, "So the idea is that I'm pretty sure they're not going to announce it this week. They didn't announce it on Tuesday, so I think the idea is that we're going to go to the pay-per-view not knowing who the heel referee is. So I don't know. Is that how a big lure is nowadays to watch the pay-per-view that's not selling well? Is this what they're hooking you with?" End quote. Hopefully WWE will be able to deliver a nice surprise. I'm not really anticipating anything. Something's flying around in here, man. It's probably a fucking mosquito. Motherfucker. I swear, I pray I kill this thing on fucking, on film here. Live. Shit was flying around before it bit me in the fucking leg. I'm itchy. Anyway. It's off the script, folks. It's off the script for a reason. Hopefully WWE will be able to deliver something, because it could be big, but nobody really is anticipating anything. In fact, I mentioned on Monday when I talked about my Raw review, I mean, they're pretty much eliminating everybody unless it's going to be an NXT talent, which I don't see happening at all. It's going to be Brock Lesnar. WWE knows that this pay-per-view, and if you guys need visual fucking influence here, look. WWE knows that this pay-per-view is absolute dog shit. So what they're going to do is they're going to get a big name to pop interest for Stomping Grounds because it's too little too late. They clearly don't have any plans right now to unveil who the special guest referee is. They're going to wait, and they know this show is a failure already, so why not wait and generate buzz for Stomping Grounds on social media? So WWE's probably thinking, well, we're not going to get them in through the door. We'll get them on the replay for the WWE Network. So Brock Lesnar is the special guest referee, and WWE's paying Brock Lesnar to come here and generate some buzz for the pay-per-view to be the special guest referee. That's going to create buzz on social media. It's going to get Stomping Grounds, trending on social media, and people will be more likely to go back and watch it on the network. That's the way I see it. But I don't think either way works, and I really don't give a shit. And the only reason why I could see Brock Lesnar being the special guest referee is because he is an official. He's an official that has the Money in the Bank briefcase. He could swing that match any way he wants and then cash in if he so chooses. Which, by the way, I don't know if you know that Paul Heyman comes out, we could cash in today, we could cash in tomorrow, we could cash in on Sunday. We could take 12 months to cash in. Yeah, thank you, Heyman. Thank you for telling me the rules of the briefcase, which we've seen since its inception. Give me a break. They gotta cut that shit out. So, the special guest referee, in my eyes, is going to be Brock Lesnar, because who the fuck could it be? Maybe it's Vince McMahon himself. I don't fucking know. Maybe Vince is so sick of what's going on, because realistically, he's got his champion fucking wrecking havoc in the locker room, wielding a steel chair, injuring other talents. Maybe Vince McMahon comes and just lays the groundwork for, you gotta listen to me now, bud. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna hit me with a fucking steel chair? I'll take the fucking title off you. I doubt it, but I can't see anybody else but Brock Lesnar. So we'll see what happens on Sunday night. Moving on here, man. Speaking of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is not being hands-on with the WWE 24/7, 7-Eleven. Extra mustard and chili on that 6-day-old hot dog 7-Eleven title. WWE not being hands-on, Vince not being hands-on with the 24/7 title segments. Now, the WWE introduced the 24/7 title, and the internet wrestling community clearly didn't know how to act at first. I shit all over it. I continue to shit all over it. I think it's a fucking joke. I think anybody in the community who is really on board with this shit is a fucking joke. You're a joke. Seriously. You want a child's show. You want to watch a children's show? Turn on fucking Nickelodeon. You want to watch a children's show? Turn on fucking Saturday morning cartoons. You want to watch an adult program? You watch NXT. That's the way the product needs to be. You want to watch an adult program? You watch AEW, where they don't insult your fucking intelligence. And there's passion behind everything. WWE takes the 24/7 title, and that's exactly what they think of their shows. A joke! R-Truth and Drake Maverick. I haven't laughed once. I don't find it entertaining. I think it's complete garbage. Especially when it starts bleeding itself into the fucking segments on the show. It still doesn't even make a Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns segment worth watching. R-Truth and Drake Maverick have especially excelled with this new title. Great. That's 2 guys out of a locker room of fucking how many? Truth is the champion, or was the champion, playing the part of Roadrunner, and Maverick is Wild E. Coyote. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Yes, it's been a great success on social media. Has it generated ratings? I wonder if it's generating ratings. SmackDown had a rating this week that was lower than last week. They generated a 1.86 this week. Yeah, the 24/7 title is really generating interest. You fucking buffoon. Fightful Select reports that superstars are pretty optimistic concerning the current 24/7 title segments. After all, each week they are becoming increasingly more entertaining, and sometimes the short segments for the 24/7 title are better than what actually airs on television, according to some. Maybe if you have a fucking pea for brain, then yes. Meanwhile, people who are the majority of the audience, like me, want a real sports-driven product. It is reported that the title is considered a quote-unquote runaway success when it comes to digital platforms. Part of that success very well may be the fact that WWE isn't so hands-on when it comes to the new title. So this is, again, Vince McMahon's mentality. We create something and he shoves it away. So if you don't take it to be serious, why the fuck is anybody else going to take it to be serious? I don't understand that mentality. You create something and you don't want to see it grow. You just create something out of thin air for the sake of creating something. For what? Is it making anybody better? No. Is it making the shows better? No. Is it generating interest and ratings? No. It is being great on social media. Views are up. Views on Twitter are up. Views on YouTube are up. Put it on YouTube. Change the fucking name of the title. Make it the internet title. That's all it is. I don't see it being defended in a real wrestling match. Make it the internet title. You want comedy? Keep it to the internet. You want serious? You keep your serious shit on the show. WWE said to not be as strict or hands-on regarding the scripting in these, which is what a lot of people within the company who spoke to Fightful attributed to the success of the segments. And only time will tell what WWE has in store for this. As soon as it starts to get popular, I guess WWE is going to, have the right people on Vince McMahon's team take over this project, and then it'll be buried, and then everybody will be on board with shitting on the 24/7 title. But the one thing that comes out of this entire thing is the mentality of why things are popular and why people like certain things when Vince McMahon is not hands-on with it. It seems to be happening a lot with different things. 205 Live, great. Vince is not a part of that. NXT is great. Vince is not a part of that. NXT UK is great. Vince is not a part of that. The tournaments like the Mae Young Classic, the Cruiserweight Classic, Vince isn't a part of those. Everything that Vince is not a part of seems to be generating interest with the fans. And as soon as he gets his fucking hands on it, goodbye. Dead in the water. Everybody loses interest. And this is a great way for people to be less scripted, people to use their creativity, right? Drake Maverick and R-Truth are using their creativity. They may be two of the guys coming up with some of these segments. I wouldn't be shocked if Drake Maverick mentioning that he's getting married has a fucking title change at his fucking wedding. Just because it's going to generate interest on social media and it's going to generate interest on YouTube. Great! Let them get out there and show their creativity. Let them get out there and be free without a scripted fucking promo written for them. That's great. I appreciate that, but it doesn't belong on TV. It doesn't belong on TV. Soon as that title hits TV, it's a fucking joke. And the shows don't need to be in vain of the 24/7 title. A WWE that flourishes going into October is a WWE that doesn't have comedy fucking clown circus segments like the 24/7 shit. Save it for YouTube, save it for Twitter, save it for Instagram. That's where it needs to be. It's the fucking internet title of WWE. Great. Great. Keep it like that and keep it off the fucking shows moving forward. Speaking of a 24/7 champion, Elias. He's a former 24/7 champion. First championship he's held in WWE. How pathetic. Elias' promo on Raw supposedly was for Jon Moxley when Dean Ambrose was back in the WWE in 2018. The promo from Elias on Monday sounded very familiar to you. Then you probably heard about it on Chris Jericho's Talk is Jericho podcast when Jon Moxley was his guest a couple of weeks back. Moxley said that when WWE was in Los Angeles last November, he was asked to recite a promo about the fans being smelly and disgusting. Moxley noted that he tried to make changes because he thought that was what he was told to say, and it was silly, and it would not fit his character. Moxley was told by McMahon that he would have to say the promo exactly verbatim, scripted for him. On this week's episode, Elias did an in-ring segment where he ripped on the fans, and the verbiage was very similar to the promo that was scripted for Moxley last November. Many fans picked up on this on Twitter, and Dave Meltzer discussed this particular incident on Wrestling Observer Radio. He says, and I quote, "There were some differences between the promo, including a reference to Anthony Davis being traded to the Lakers, but much of what was said mirrored the promo that was written for Moxley in November." Meltzer then also went on to speculate that someone, probably Vince, liked what was written for Moxley and decided to write a promo similar for Elias. By the way, there were a lot of LA Lakers references on Raw, which apparently were a directive from Vince McMahon. Two things here. One, the shitting on the local market sports team when Raw rolls into a particular city is fucking cringe. It's not even heat. It's cheap fucking heat, and it's not something that you're going to look at the character for heat on the character. You're intentionally pissing people off, and you're shitting on the fans by doing that. Elias shitting on your local sports team is not generating heat for him because he legitimately is not doing anything as far as his in-ring work to be hated. I don't like that. Cheap fucking heat. In a bad way. Might be something that you like seeing. Maybe you're not even a Lakers fan. Maybe you enjoyed it. I don't give a shit. Get rid of it. Doesn't need to happen. Second thing. Even when you have talent telling Vince McMahon, this fucking sucks, this is not going to work, this is not for me, does he listen? No. No. Thick-headed, arrogant, ego-driven fucking maniac who thinks he is always right. This is Vince McMahon. Clearly by this, all I could surmise and come up with here is, you got talent that's telling you the shit sucks. I don't want to say it. This is garbage. Meanwhile, you harbor it for all these months, and almost a year later, you give it to somebody else, even though you had one of your top guys telling you it sucks. So is that you listening to the feedback of your employees? No. I don't understand the logic behind that. Why would you go and do something that everybody knows is fucking terrible and go and do it anyway? And does it fit Elias's fucking character to shit on LA? Oh, LA is toxic. If it didn't fit Moxley, it doesn't fit Elias. Elias is a fucking musician. Elias, should not be telling LA that they're smelly people and that they're toxic fucking people. Nobody should be saying that. I don't understand why Vince thinks this is good for one, and Moxley thought it was terrible. If Moxley, your top guy, one of your top guys, thinks it's fucking garbage, then it shouldn't be used, period. That's the way I see it. I don't think anybody should be saying shit like that. It's awful. And it's not getting me interested in what Elias has to say. Elias should be using all that fuel and hatred to shit on the fucking baby faces, not on the fans. Yeah, it's great. Here we laugh. Yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah, Elias walks into a town and he calls it a fucking dump. Great. But it's a tired shtick that clearly WWE continues to go back to because they don't know any better. And Elias is a fucking loser. I don't understand the logic. I don't. This is another instance in which WWE just refuses to change. They refuse to change. And come October, I want to see them continue going back into the fucking well of shitty ideas when AEW is producing a fucking tag team tournament to crown their first tag team champions, and their program is going to have actual fucking meaning. Which one are you going to watch? I know which one I'm going to watch, and it certainly ain't Elias calling fans toxic and smelly. You want smelly? Go to a wrestling show and sit next to some fucking 600-pound slob who's cheering for all the fucking heels. You fucking mark. We'll move on here, man. I want to take a little bit of a break. I got something coming up that you guys might enjoy. Believe me. And you know who he is, too. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And please share it with your friends. I want this song to be heard. More original content to come as well, so stay tuned. Thanks.
Man, oh man, I gotta give it to Tony. Tony is a fucking beast, and he's one of the most talented guitar players that I personally know. Probably ever that I personally know. And you guys heard his work with Legionary. You guys heard his work with Condition Critical. And he's always thinking. He's always creating. And I love that about him. And I love watching that, man. So let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys want to go and subscribe to Tony, I'm going to leave you a link to his YouTube channel right in the top right corner. Make sure you guys go and subscribe and tell him on that particular video. It should be the most recent of videos. Listen, JD sent me, Off the Script sent me, and we love what you're doing. So make sure you guys go subscribe to Tony. I guess we should hit, I'm putting this off because I really don't want to talk about it. I'm going to run through this shit, man, quick. Storylines don't matter because who the fuck cares? Are you going to remember following Sunday? Probably not. You're going to want to Men in Black this shit and forget about all that happened. Stomping Grounds. Might as well go over the 9 matches that we got. Predictions quick before we get right back into the news and rumors here on Off the Script. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Isn't Alexa Bliss a Raw superstar? Isn't there a brand split? Aren't there unique rosters to Raw and SmackDown? I don't know, man. Am I living in a alternate universe? Do these things exist? I don't think so. Alexa Bliss is one of the most untalented women on the roster. She's talented in other ways, as you, I'm sure, know. And she is getting a championship match. Bayley, on the other hand, I feel like she won Money in the Bank as a fuck you to Sasha Banks. Or it was probably done in a desperate move for WWE to kind of subliminally talk to Sasha Banks through Bayley. Oh, look, your best friend won the title. All is good. Come on back. Didn't work. Didn't work. That's why Sasha Banks is retweeting Cody Rhodes about Fyter Fest. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, man, that woman is not coming back anytime soon. Good. Folks, I don't know what to say about this. I think that WWE did do exactly that with Bayley, and they realized that Sasha is not coming back, so they used it as a way to bring Sasha back, but I think they realize now that Sasha is not coming back, and I'm going with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss will be, because it really doesn't fucking matter anyway, there's no division on Raw anyway. Alexa Bliss is going to win the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Get used to it. I will. Alexa Bliss is going to be your new champion. That's my prediction on that. It's going to be a terrible match. Going to be something that I'm sure will not be remembered after Sunday, just like all of Alexa Bliss's matches, but I'm going with Alexa Bliss. She's your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion, and I would be shocked if it's any other decision. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I think we talked about this before. No reason for me to go over it. It's one of the worst things on fucking television right now. That is Shane McMahon and his mock authority against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is out of the title picture. Great. But Roman Reigns is now breeding more Shane McMahon television. And Roman Reigns is coming off as one of the most forced individuals on the roster. In a feud that I don't even know the meaning behind. Or why it's even happening. I'm going with Drew McIntyre because it's going to continue on to Extreme Rules because what the fuck is in Extreme Rules? Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. I don't know, man. This one probably is the most difficult one to call because Lacey Evans lost her first match against Becky. Does WWE have Lacey Evans lose again? And what does Lacey Evans do after this? I don't know. Or maybe we get Becky Lynch winning again by some nefarious means, and we get this match again at Rematch Rules. Extreme Rules, I'm sorry. Extreme Rules. That could be a possibility as well. I don't see why you would take the title off of Becky Lynch. Lacey Evans is not a character that is built up to a point where she is believable against Becky Lynch. And if the title change does happen, it is just going to further the agenda of Lacey Evans, the blonde, big-breasted, long-legged agenda. Simple as that. I can't see it happening. I don't really find any sense in that. But this is WWE we're talking about. I'm going with Becky, but I would not be surprised if Lacey Evans wins this match, and she is the new Raw Women's Champion. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Seth Rollins is a madman with a steel chair. Special guest referee to be announced. I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar. I'm making a bold cash-in. Brock Lesnar's a special guest referee, and Baron Corbin wins the world title, and Baron Corbin is cashed in on by Brock Lesnar because Baron Corbin failed at his cash-in, so why not have him be the recipient of a cash-in from somebody else? Kind of makes sense to me. And WWE needs a big selling point for this match following the pay-per-view. That is it. I'm going with Baron Corbin winning the Universal Championship. I don't believe those words came out of my fucking mouth. And I'm going with Brock Lesnar cashing in his briefcase on Baron Corbin because why would it happen to Seth Rollins? Why would you take the title off of Seth Rollins in that instance? Kind of does make sense because Rollins took the title away from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31, so it would make sense and would kind of fit into the continuity of things here for Lesnar to do it right back to Rollins, but you got to keep Rollins strong because ever since he won the title, outside of his match with AJ Styles, he has not looked strong. He's looked like a terrible champion, and that's not his fault. I'm going with Baron Corbin. I'm going with Lesnar cash in on Corbin. I'm having Lesnar walk out the Universal Champion of Stomping Grounds. That's my prediction. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. We all know why Dolph Ziggler is back. Dolph Ziggler is back because WWE has nobody else. It should have been me. I'm going with Kofi Kingston because why the fuck would you give the WWE title to Dolph Ziggler unless everything comes full circle and Dolph Ziggler has somehow got into Big E's ear. And that whole deal with Big E and Kevin Owens attacking Big E several weeks back on SmackDown Live when Big E outwardly said it was KO, it was Owens who attacked me in the back. What if Dolph Ziggler got to Big E? And what if Big E turns on Kofi and helps Dolph Ziggler win the WWE Championship inside the steel cage? This is a steel cage match produced by WWE, folks. It's meant to keep people out. If a Hell in a Cell can't keep people out, what the fuck do you think is going to happen in a generic steel cage match where there's no roof? Stranger things have happened. That could be a possibility. Do I see Big E turning heel and WWE breaking up the New Day? No, but it's certainly a nice little wrinkle that would generate interest. I'm going with Kofi to be on the safe side because we all know Shane McMahon and Kofi Kingston is the money match that WWE is looking for this summer. I'm going with Kofi to retain the WWE Championship. Samoa Joe versus Ricochet for the United States Championship. I am going with... Oh, man, this is tough because Ricochet needs to win, but I don't see him winning it yet because Joe just got the title back. I am going with either one of two options here. One, Samoa Joe wins and it's some sort of fuck finish, but we've seen that how many times with Rey Mysterio. Or WWE just outwardly takes the title of Joe, gives it to Ricochet. Joe works his way back to a rematch at Extreme Rules and loses there. And we get Ricochet versus Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam, which is my prediction for the United States Championship. Either way, I think after the end of all of this, Ricochet is going to be your new United States Champion. New Day versus... Oh, by the way, if you want my prediction, I'm going with Ricochet. I think he's going to be the new U.S. champion. We'll get the same match again at Extreme Rules because Joe will lobby for one. Because fuck a rematch clause that went away. The antiquated rematch clause. I'm going with Ricochet to win the United States Championship because he needs to. Joe has lost how many times? What's the difference on giving him another loss? Seriously. Ricochet is going to be your new U.S. champion. New Day, Big E and Xavier versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm going with the New Day on that one. Not much to that. It's boring television that is somehow making its way to pay-per-view. New Day's going to win that one. Tony Nese, Akira Tozawa, and Drew Gulak. I could see Tony Nese retaining that. Still too early to take the title off of Tony Nese. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Outside of Samoa Joe and Ricochet, this is the only match I am actually looking forward to. I think this is going to be a fun fucking match, man. I really do. I think the interactions between Otis and Daniel Bryan are going to be great. I don't think Heavy Machinery are going to get the job done, but I think Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus Heavy Machinery is going to be one of the best matches of the night. And I think Daniel Bryan and Rowan are going to retain the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. That is your predictions, or those are your predictions, I should say, for WWE Stomping Grounds. There you go. Moving on. Did you know that Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis are a bunch of fucking idiots? Man, I already knew that, but they proved that, or further proved that, to everybody this week. Mike and Maria Kanellis recently signed new WWE contracts. This was after weeks of Maria teasing they were on their way out of the company to, I guess, now look back on it. They were trying to generate buzz for themselves. Interestingly enough, Mike and Maria Kanellis reportedly asked for their WWE releases a few months ago. So they were denied, offered new contracts. God knows how much money they were offered. 5 years, and they accepted. Since Mike has received a little bit more focus on 205 Live, the company also recently took over 205 Live's Twitter account for some fun in the past couple of weeks. This doesn't happen for just anybody. PW Insider reports that the Kanellises have signed 5-year deals with the WWE. This will stretch their current contracts out to at least June 2024. Is WWE this desperate to keep the talents off the indies? Is this WWE this desperate to keep talent going from AEW? Or is this Mike and Maria Kanellis just showing you how fucking stupid they are? Maybe all three. I don't know. But one thing is certainly needed to come from this. If you bitch at all about direction or the fact that you're not being used anymore in the next 5 years, I will proceed to tweet you, shut the fuck up. You should not even have a Twitter fucking handle if that's the case. I don't want to hear a single fucking peep from either one of you about, oh, we're being treated unfairly. Oh, we don't have enough television time. Oh, we should be on the main roster. Do you? Stay where you are. You've asked for your release for one reason, because you weren't being used. Now that WWE found your home on 205 Live, which is probably your fucking ceiling, that is enough to keep you in WWE. Mike and Maria Kanellis are exactly what I talked about in the beginning of this show. Fucking lackluster. They wake up every day okay with being lackluster. I don't know why WWE was so bent on, or hell-bent on signing these two to remain with the company. Mike and Maria Kanellis offer nothing to WWE television. They will never offer anything to WWE television, and they're not two names that are going to make a difference going anywhere else. How low does Mike and Maria Kanellis think of themselves to stay with the WWE through June 2024? Or maybe it's just the case, which I hope is the case, that they are remaining loyal to WWE. Mike Kanellis was under a WWE contract, and he made himself right. He got himself better. He went through rehab. He got his body back into the best shape of his fucking life. Maria Kanellis was out, and WWE, on their time, they allowed her on their time to have a fucking kid. Is this more of a case of them being loyal because WWE did so much good for them, whereas if it was anybody else, they really wouldn't have done it, or they would have issued a fucking complaint or a problem about that? How much of it is loyalty? I don't know. But sometimes, even if WWE has done so much wrong, you're going to just pinpoint that as, enough to sign with them again? 5 years of your life? I know money is important to people, but Jesus fucking Christ, you got to think highly of yourself. You got to think a little bit more highly of yourself. You probably could have made just as much, not as much, but just as much with anybody else, and be back to where you were before you signed with the WWE. People were talking about Mike Kanellis on Impact Wrestling. And now nobody's talking about Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis is a nobody. He's a nobody. Maria Kanellis had promise. She's definitely the star of that show. Is a nobody. They could have went back to the Indies. They could have went to AEW. Maybe there wasn't interest in Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis from AEW. I don't know. Maybe they realized that there was no interest and the best option for them was to stay. It could be a variety of things, folks. I don't know. But when you ask for your release 2 months ago and then you sign a 5-year deal, what does that make you look like? A fucking hypocrite. I don't really care for Mike and Maria Kanellis, and I'm sure neither do you. 205 Live, speaking of 205 Live, people are not watching 205 Live. I wish the fucking wildcard rule was extended to 205 Live, but WWE doesn't swing that way because 205 Live doesn't have anybody that you want to see. We want to see more Shane McMahon. We want to see more Elias, right? Sure. So they might need to try something new because people aren't watching 205 Live. It is a very well-produced show, and I just don't feel the need to watch it every week. I'll watch it when it calls for it, but I won't watch it every week because having it linked to SmackDown Live is not doing 205 Live any good whatsoever. If you're fucking fucked up from SmackDown Live, you're not going to want to watch 205 Live. I'm sorry, that's just the realization of it. And I feel like the show takes a huge hit by being in front of a half-empty audience that doesn't give a shit about any of the talent. They're not showcased on Raw. Who the fuck is Akira Tozawa in the eyes of the people watching SmackDown Live? If you featured them across the fucking shows on a wild card rule, then maybe people would understand who an Akira Tozawa is. Maybe a Tony Nese, maybe a Drew Gulak, maybe an Oni Lorcan. But no, WWE doesn't swing that way. Wrestling Observer Newsletter know that 205 Live didn't even fall into the top 10 most watched shows on the network last week. Very bad considering how Super Showdown, Money in the Bank, and WrestleMania 35 were still on the list. However, an actual live show like 205 Live was not on the list, and they couldn't even creep into the top 10 with people watching throughout the week. Simple. You want to generate buzz for 205 Live? Put more focus on it. Move it to Full Sail. Give them an hour live at Full Sail. Do what you got to do, but WWE will not do that because it's just another hour of content for the WWE Network that they can archive. There you go. You know, Cedric Alexander and guys like, well, I can't even mention Buddy Murphy because he hasn't even got fucking TV time yet. Neither is Cedric Alexander, so fuck what I was going to say. Mustafa Ali isn't even on fucking TV anymore. He was. He fought for the WWE title. So where the fuck is he? Guys like that made the jump to the main roster. Now they're wishing they were back on 205 Live. I don't know. I wish people would work hard, get to the main roster, and then be used. So why the fuck are you calling them up? To just waste them away? Why is Buddy Murphy being wasted away? What happens when Tony Nese gets called up? He goes from putting on the matches of his fucking life, he enjoys working, to sitting in the back. Now he's relegated to being a nobody. And you're telling him that he's a nobody. Awful. Absolutely awful way to look about 205 Live or think about 205 Live. WWE doesn't give a fuck. It's just another hour of television that they can archive for the network so they have material on the network for new subscribers. That's all it is. It's a fucking waste. It's business. I wish they gave a shit about what they're doing, and they don't. The Revival once again turned down WWE contract offers. Why the fuck would they stay? Why would they sign? Because they got the Raw Tag Team titles, JD. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, folks. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson rejected new WWE contracts. Those deals were for 5 years and worth $550,000 a year each. Doesn't look like those deals have been signed, and it looks like those deals will not be signed. Sean Ross Sapp reported on Fightful's post-SmackDown show that so far the Revival have not signed new WWE contracts, therefore they could plausibly still be out the door once those deals are up. It should be noted that Dash Wilder had a few months tacked onto his contract because WWE can do that. Fuck you, Dash Wilder. WWE can do that if someone misses any time from being in the ring. He broke his jaw in 2017, which required him to live his life in a face cage, which is now coming back to haunt them in that regard. Scott Dawson was also injured, so I would not be surprised if WWE tacks on time to his contract as well, which was longer than the 2 months that Dash had to be out. Dawson was out for 4 months. Therefore, the previous time that Dash and Dawson's contract would be up would be around WrestleMania 36. That will be extended a bit for Wilder and soon to be Scott Dawson. Because the longer those contracts go unsigned, you know the WWE is getting ready to fuck the Revival. Literally. However, Cody Rhodes' nod to the Revival during Double or Nothing, which I talked about with you guys, came out of the limousine on Double or Nothing night. He had a Starbucks coffee, and on the cardboard holder of the cup had FTR, fuck the Revival. So it gives us a lot of hope that the top guys won't be looking for work long once their deal expires. With Tony Khan going on Stone Cold's podcast saying that the main focus of their weekly television show will be tag team wrestling, why the fuck would the Revival sign new WWE deals? But JT did the Raw tag team champions. What is that worth? That's just as much value as the 7-Eleven title that R-Truth is holding, or fucking Drake Maverick now is holding. I'd rather go to 7-Eleven and buy a legitimate Slurpee and a fucking 6-day-old hot dog that looks as wrinkled as Grandpa's cock. That's worth more than the fucking Raw tag team titles, or any tag team titles in WWE on the main roster. Unless they go back down to NXT, fuck the Revival, literally. They're getting fucked by WWE. When Tony Khan went on Stone Cold's podcast and talked about tag team wrestling being a priority, that was all you needed to know. The Revival and the Club are on their way out to Jacksonville. Good. Might take them a little bit longer. Might take them longer than the Club, but they'll be there. And by the way, I could assume that LAX, Santana, and Ortiz, they got contracts coming up at the end of August. Or in August, I should say. I think they'll be Elite too. Mr. Impact goons out there. Oh, but JD Impact, why wouldn't they stay with Impact? When Impact is drawing less than 1,000 viewers with a joint show for House of Hardcore, and they're not even drawing 4,000 viewers on Twitch, and they got a channel in Pursuit who continues to air wrong episodes and go to commercial, not coming back to the fucking main event, and Impact on Pursuit channel doesn't want to reveal how low their fucking numbers are. Guarantee you this fucking podcast gets more viewers than Impact Wrestling. Why the fuck would they stay? So the Revival seeing the Club, LAX, and everybody else going over there, why the fuck would they not want to go over there? Do you know how many matches that we could see from the Revival that are dream matches? They'll look like stars in one night on AEW television, more so than they did in all of their main roster run on WWE. I hope they continue to turn them down. WWE thinks by giving them the tag team, this is the only reason why they got the tag team titles, in hopes that they do sign the contracts. Stay to your guns. Stick to your guns, Mr. Wilder and Mr. Dawson. Because if you don't, I will look down upon you in great disgust. Stick to your guns. You got a mentality of leaving? Stay with that. WWE clearly has no value in you. No value in tag team wrestling. Why do you think they would change? Do not be a Mike and Maria Kanellis. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, according to PW Torch, they might have signed new deals. I don't think that's the case whatsoever. PW Torch is proposing that the segments with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson on Raw this week could imply that the Good Brothers have signed new WWE contracts. This very much suggests that the new contracts might have been signed, after all, for Gallows and Anderson, as you can see from the WWE Online exclusive that they uploaded to their website and YouTube. Styles' interaction with Gallows and Anderson did not stop after their match. Therefore, maybe this reunion is being done as more than just a preparation for their upcoming tour in Japan. I hope to God that's not the case, and I honestly think that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are being given this with AJ because it's WWE's way of like, well, we got them, we treated them like shit, we know their contract is up, so what better way to try and get them to stay than teaming them and pairing them in a stable with AJ Styles 3 years after they made their debut. Now you want to do it when the Shield is no more. I gave you gold, and you continue to book shit. Club versus the Shield, with Gallows, Anderson, and Styles making their debuts 3 years ago. That's what you needed to do when the Shield was still around. And you didn't do it. Now what are you going to do? Who are they going to feud with? Is there any other stable in the WWE that they can feud with? Maybe the New Day? Who wants to see that? That's not really a feud that's going to generate interest and get eyes on the product. You had it then with the Shield. Now it's just being done out of desperation to keep Gallows and Anderson so they don't go anywhere else. And even if they do stay, you have no plans on using them anyway. The only stable that you could possibly feud them with is the Undisputed Era. And that's not going to happen because I don't see the Undisputed Era being called up at any point in the next calendar year. Gallows and Anderson are just better off leaving and going to AEW because by the time their contracts are up, AEW will have TV and they themselves could be the Good Brothers in that tag team tournament. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope they also stick to their guns as well. Carl Anderson deserves a hot Asian wife and a fucking last chapter of his career in a promotion that's going to treat him right with possible tag team gold in the end. I think that's great. Rey Mysterio discussing signing a new WWE deal. Also, the Wrestling Observer newsletter is reporting that Mysterio was discussing the idea of signing another deal with the WWE during that San Diego event in his honor. Mysterio was signed to an 18-month contract. Also noted he's talking about signing a new deal. We'll have to wait and see what WWE and Rey Mysterio plan to do and are able to work out. It does give a lot of hope for WWE fans who love seeing Mysterio around. Personally, I think he is at the tail end of his career. Maybe he knows that he is much more broken down than he realized, and he won't be able to compete at a high level, and maybe he is just comfortable with staying in the WWE for the remainder of his career, make as much money he can, and turn everything over to Dominic. I don't know. I think Rey Mysterio has been one of the biggest creative failures that you could possibly think of in the last couple of months, and I honestly think that if he stays, that's going to be the reason. I would love to see him in AEW, but how much can he give us? How injury prone is he really? He's been hurt. I don't want to see him go somewhere else and get immediately injured. Maybe it's just a freak of, a freak accident. Maybe it's just one of those things that just happened. But Rey Mysterio knows Rey Mysterio better than anybody. Is he really broken down? I hope not. I hope not. But Rey Mysterio knows what's best for Rey Mysterio. If he stays with the WWE, I don't expect much out of him. He's the middle-of-the-road type of guy that really isn't going to be in the main event anymore, and WWE sees that. And him being hurt the last couple of times is not really helping his cause at all, because he's not going to be any higher than he is now. So we'll see what happens. AJ Styles, current WWE status after Monday Night's Raw. AJ looks to be back. And although he appeared in the doctor's office at Raw getting cleared for action, the Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that he is not cleared as of this week. The reason why Styles was in the building for Raw is because there is an expectation that he will be cleared very soon. At this point, AJ Styles is still booked for a big return at Sumo Hall, where he is set to tag with the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, in a big match that will see 3 Bullet Club OG members reunite in Japan under WWE's banner. Triple H is going to be part of that as well. Hopefully, Styles can get back into action in time to make that Japanese date, because WWE is putting a lot of promotion in for that upcoming event. Take all the time you need. Raw is not going anywhere. Raw is not better with Styles there. Raw is not any worse without Styles there. Just make sure you're 100% and ready to go. Styles doesn't need to be on Monday Night Raw right now. There's nothing happening. So what is the rush for Styles to come back to Raw when him being on Raw is not going to change anything? The shows haven't changed with him being away, so why rush? Styles will be back sooner rather than later. He'll be back for SummerSlam, no question. Why Rusev has been absent from TV. Rusev hasn't been on TV for a while. He worked the WWE Super Showdown event in Saudi Arabia, but he's just another name, just sitting around. He was in the Battle Royal, if you even remember the fucking Battle Royal. I didn't even see him in the fucking Battle Royal. Rusev recently took a shot at Shane McMahon's push on WWE TV as well, so he's been on Twitter. One fan asked Rusev if it's frustrating to see Shane McMahon on television instead of him. After all, it is reported that Shane O'Mac's push is infuriating, which we talked about. At least one guy in Rusev. Rusev responded to Shane O'Mac's push. It's not normal. He's the boss's son. There you go. However, the fact that he is not appearing on SmackDown Live, there's actually a reason for this. Rusev actually asked for time off the road. According to Dave Meltzer, he's expected back shortly, but that didn't really, supply anybody with an actual date of his expected return. Even if he is coming back, will they use him? The answer is probably no. Because Shane McMahon needs 3 segments on Tuesday nights. And Rusev is not big enough name to be on Monday Night Raw for the shakeup. And if he is, it's going to be a nothing tag team match or a squash match. So Rusev, he could be on his way out too. Might as well sit out your contract, bro, and take Lana with you and go elite. Simple as that. Rusev is not going to make a difference, and WWE knows that Rusev is not going to make a difference. They got no time for him. They got no plans for him. He is a guy who wants to get better. Rusev is the type of guy that I would employ on my roster. Think about this. Look at all of the talent that WWE is not using. You could create your own wrestling promotion and be just as successful as anybody with the talent that's not being used. You legitimately have a whole new promotion with the talent that you're not using. Think about that. Rusev is a part of that. He wants to get better. He's someone, like I said, I would employ because he wants to grow and get better. And WWE is not giving him the platform to do so. So what he has to do is figure out what's best for his career and find a platform that will utilize him in the way he thinks he deserves. Sorry for Rusev, but the reason why he's not on TV is because he asked for time off the road. Finally, guys, I want to talk about Lars Sullivan again. Lars Sullivan, there's rumors of Lars Sullivan. There's rumors of Lars Sullivan not being used because Vince McMahon might move on from him. There are rumors that Lars Sullivan might be injured, and that rumor appears to be true. Lars Sullivan might be out of action completely until 2020. Lars Sullivan hasn't had the best of luck. He was postponed. His debut was postponed due to an anxiety attack, and he finally made his debut after a huge controversy that followed. Sullivan was fined $100,000 for past remarks, and he made comments on a bodybuilding message board before he signed with WWE, but the bad news has not stopped for Lars Sullivan. The Freak was recently taken out of action, and now it could be much more serious than anyone first thought. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that Sullivan underwent an MRI this week, and the results have not been positive at all. At this point, it is reported the company believes he will be out 6 to 9 months. This is not good news for Lars Sullivan at all, and it will make it even harder to pay off that huge fine that WWE put on him. I don't understand this, man. I would like to know what the fuck is going on with him. I wish WWE would let us know, because anything that happened on TV, it didn't really come off as Sullivan being injured, unless he was injured at a house show. But how bad of luck does Lars Sullivan have? If this man is off television for 6 to 9 months, that's it. He's done. Nobody gave a shit about him when he debuted. Nobody gave a shit about him in the vignettes. Nobody gave a shit about him now when he destroyed the Lucha House Party. So I don't know what WWE is going to do with Lars Sullivan, but if he's out till 2020, a complete repackage might be in order. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do, but Lars Sullivan in his current state, if he's out, after all of that momentum that WWE tried to give him, he's going to be ultimately forgotten by the WWE audience. I am sad for him because he is someone that had a ton of potential, and now that he's hurt, on top of all the fucking shit that he got, and the fine, and the lack of momentum, the lack of people legitimately caring about him, he's never going to come back from that. Never. So I don't know what they do with Lars Sullivan, whether they move him back down to NXT, whether they get rid of him altogether, or whether they do a Bray Wyatt and completely repackage him to a point where he is just someone new. Someone new. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's terrible news. Lars Sullivan out of action till 2020 with a proposed injury. Nobody knows what the fuck it is, but the company believes he will be out 6 to 9 months. Bad news for the Freak, Lars Sullivan. Bad news for you guys. I'm about to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sweating my balls off. It's hot in this office. I can't take it anymore. The humidity's fucking killing me. Jesus Christ. But I will be back on Saturday with a slew of AEW news, man. A lot of news heading into All Out. We'll cover it all right here on the podcast. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's on both Twitter and Instagram. Patreon.com/JD from NY206. What's up to you guys who got early access? Subscribe. Turn on the bell. You guys know the deal. Make sure you guys check out harrys.com/script for your free trial. And not really free, but it is a value trial set. Thank you guys so very much for all that. Make sure you guys check out all of this week's videos. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Check out Tony. Make sure you guys subscribe. His channel link is there. Make sure you guys vote on whether you want me to cover NXT UK on a weekly basis. So I would appreciate that. And I will see you guys tomorrow for part 2 of Off the Script. Now, thank you guys so very much. Enjoy your Fridays. And I'll be back here Saturday. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Saturday, and that is it. Sunday, we'll worry about, what the fuck is it? Man, I don't know. Do you care? Who cares? There's a pay-per-view on Sunday. I'll see you guys on Saturday, and then the pay-per-view on Sunday. Until then, guys, hit that thumbs up. I'll see you guys on Saturday for part 2 of Off the Script.